Welcome to RoosterTV, and today we're joined by the captain of the Sample Women's Roosters, Kristi Harvey. Kristi, thanks for joining us.
No worries, thanks for having me.
Well, we're heading into finals, and we thought it's pretty relevant to grab yourself, seeing you're the only three-time premiership player in the Sample W's history. So thanks for coming in. Firstly, about the weekend's game, it was a tough hit out against Glenelg in the last minor round game of the year. Coming off 8 straight wins, we just fell short at the end, but still played some pretty decent footy.
Yeah, I think it was probably one of the most contested games we've had all season. So that sort of changes things a little bit, but a good hit out before finals. Obviously disappointed to get the loss, but sometimes you just got to take those and fuels the fire for next week and coming into finals.
Obviously, last year's premiers, the Bays, and they'll be one of the teams that are going to be right around the mark, playing South in the first final. Your thoughts on how the game transpired probably over the second half?
Yeah, I think there were some moments that sort of turned the game. Dips in pressure was probably what cost us. And a little bit of maybe that reliance on the usual suspects to sort of get the job done. But that's all right. We've got plenty to learn from. So
yeah, and a couple of standout performers. Hannah Ewing's come in the midfield and had a big 34 touches, and yourself, you just dominate the team of the week down back there. It's still another solid performance. Anyone else catch your eye?
Over the weekend, I mean, Jess Edwards, as always, seems to have a ball on a string. So if it's not her, it's Hannah Ewing. So, yeah, she always stands out for me.
One or the other. And, just talking about it off camera with Chrissy Steen, the coach, unfortunately went down with COVID, which we've seen quite often through the Sample and AFL. And obviously with the AFL, all the standing coaches have had a win, but unfortunately for Brett Bordy, our assistant coach, it wasn't the case.
Yeah, well, he sort of let the club down there, I suppose. But yeah, I guess back to training for Bordy and just a few things for him to work on as well.
Yeah, he does some great things, but yeah, obviously not on the weekend. We just thought we'd plug that one for you, Brett. So just over the course of the season, we've had a couple of good things happen. The under-18 nationals, we had 2 All-Australians. Obviously, Hannah Ewings, we've known she's a star from 2-3 years ago, and she just keeps doing what she does. And then one of your partners in crime down back, Emily Borg, got selected, which is great news for her. Yeah,
amazing. Obviously, Hannah is, in our minds, almost a given because we get to see her play every week and we know exactly what she's capable of. And Borgie has come along. I remember seeing her in the under-16s and thinking, all right, there's something here. And then she disappeared for a little bit and she's rolled back in the last 2 years, Team of the Year last year and now All-Australian. Couldn't be prouder and just love getting to play with her every week.
Yeah. And we'll move on to this week's game. We've been fortunate enough to host the semi-finals this week, Sample Minor Premiers, which is a great result. So we'll be playing Sturt at 2:10 and South and Glenelg will kick off at 12 o'clock. Just with the Sturt team, we did play them once this year in a very defensive dour game at Theby Oval where we couldn't quite get over the line, lost by 3 points. Just your thoughts on Sturt? They're a very good outfit.
Yeah, they've come a long way, especially in the last 12 months. I think they've been building and like you've touched on, defensively they're quite strong. So it'll just be a matter of breaking them down. But hopefully, like we should have in the last game, we can get on top of them early and take control of the game.
Yeah, I think it's just our efficiency in front of goal. That game back in round 3, I think it was, where we kicked 7 points in the first half and did miss a couple of gettable ones. So hopefully we can put the scoreboard pressure on early.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm full of confidence. We've been working on a few things and I have no doubt that we're going to get the job done.
And a milestone game for us coming up with Erica Greet, one of the favourites within the group, playing her 50th game. Just your thoughts on Erica?
Yeah, obviously last year she was our best and fairest, and see her come along in the last 3 years in leaps and bounds. She's huge for us. The impact she has on the wing, her run and her delivery inside 50 is massive. So I'm just really excited. She'd have to be one of the youngest ones to sort of break the 50.
I think so.
Yeah, so I'm excited that I get to play with her in that. And hopefully we can get the job done for her.
And just another thing with the minor premiership, we discussed before with the development league this year. It was the first year that the league's been in place, and we were fortunate enough to sneak over the line and win the minor premiership there in the last game of the season. Just your thoughts on that program and the girls who played.
Yeah, I think introducing that program was awesome. Probably a long time coming. The girls that we had were amazing. I was there every single week for every one of their games, and they just came along in leaps and bounds. So it was a shame that it was such a short season. But to see what they managed to do and the kind of footy that they were playing is a real credit to the program and a credit to those girls. And just having them around and being able to celebrate that with them is going to be awesome.
And just being a final, like we've been fortunate enough here at North Adelaide playing, this is our 5th finals campaign out of the 6 years that Sample W has been in place, and you've obviously been a big part of playing finals throughout. Just your influence you think you'll have this week and how you get around the girls going into a big game.
Yeah, I think for me, sort of being in a few finals now takes the nerves out of it, so I can see, what needs to be done, and hopefully I can just take a bit of pressure off the girls that might be their first finals campaign or, might be putting a little bit of pressure on themselves. So just make sure that the banter is up and about. We're not taking everything too seriously, but just serious enough.
Yeah. All right, thanks for joining us, Kristi. You've had an amazing season once again, so keep up the good work for another couple of games. And I'd like to see all the red and white down here this weekend. Sunday, the 12 o'clock game is South and Glenelg in the cutthroat first semi-final. Loser will finish their season, and then we take on Sturt, the much improved Sturt, in the second semi-final, with the winner going straight through to the grand final. So best of luck to Kristi, and we'll hope to see you all down there.
Awesome. Thanks very much.
Perfect.
Sweet.